I had been setting for almost 6 months, I think. And in those 6 months, I maybe made 2K in total. For me, it felt I was going in a bad direction, didn't feel really motivated anymore. And I was really thinking about just quitting and going back to my delivery job. But the setting was just not, like in the moment it felt so demotivating that I was really questioning to go back to what I was doing. And then at the last moment, I was like, fuck it, let's just do this. Put me in. After the first month, I already made, was like 900 euros in 1 month. And after that, it only went up until, I think the best month was like 4.5K.
That's solid, bro.
Like the decision in that moment that I had to take led to the 4.5K.
Exactly. All right, brother. How we doing, bro?
We're doing good.
Doing good,
man.
Tell us, who are we with today, man?
My name's Fernando. I'm from the Netherlands, live in Hoorn, 22 years old. And I'm here with Luke today, right?
Of course. Bro, we've been cooking the last year. Dude, for the people that don't know you yet, tell us a bit about yourself. How did we get here?
Well, I think we need to start a couple of years back when I did my first studies. I did like 2 studies and I did them both for a year, but I just realized it wasn't for me. Both of the studies I didn't like, and just the whole setting, it didn't feel right. So then I just took a gap year and worked a lot. And I met you, of course, at a festival.
At a festival at the rave.
Yeah, and we've actually been friends for almost 2 years.
Yeah.
Before I ever asked what you do for work. And I always see your Instagram stories where you're in Bali or Thailand or Vietnam. And one day I was like, what the hell is this guy doing? Like, I gotta know, how is he always traveling, So I just hit you up, man, like, yo, Luke, what do you do? Teach me. And from there, the rest is history, right?
Exactly.
That's where it started.
A crazy story. I think tapping into the festival area is very important. Yeah. I think tapping into the festival area is very interesting because we have been friends. We had like friend groups that were friends with each other, basically. So that's how we met. Like what, 2, 3, maybe even 4 years ago?
Maybe 4 years. When we first met, like the first 2 years when we knew each other, we didn't even do a lot of stuff together, but crazy coincidence how I meet you at a rave and then now we're here.
Yeah, right? Crazy. Because what are we doing now? Like, you've been appointment setting for a year. Take us with you, man. Like, what have the results been over the last year?
Well, we started at the beginning with you coaching me. And I think in like 2 months, I was already on the offer, right?
Yeah, it's pretty fast.
I actually did 2 offers at the start, but they weren't any good. My first offer was a AI business, but they didn't have any clients. And the second offer did have clients, but the closers were just whack. So I maybe earned like a couple €100 in my first 2 or 3 months of setting. And then after that, I found a better offer at a fitness place. Actually, I think they were doing like 50K a month. Yeah. So I made like steady €500 a month, but I still was putting in at least 10 hours a day and also weekends. And I think around September, you told me like, yo, Fernando, I got this crazy offer. You can make 3 to 5K easily. And at first I was questioning myself if I should do it because I had been setting for almost 6 months, I think. And in those 6 months, I maybe made 2K in total.
Yeah.
So I was already, in like, for me, it felt I was going in a bad direction, didn't feel really motivated anymore. And I was really thinking about just quitting and going back to my delivery job, which of course brings in money, but it's also, exhausting work. And it's also like 10 hours a day driving in your van. So
yeah.
But the setting was just not, like in the moment it felt so demotivating that I was really questioning to go back to what I was doing. And then I just said, successful people make choices at moments where they feel threatened. They don't, like, the choices are always uncomfortable.
Yeah.
And successful people make them because they know uncomfortable choices lead to better outcomes. So at the last moment, I was like, fuck it, let's just do this. Put me in, go through the interview, onboarding process. And then after the first month, I already made, was like €900 in 1 month. And after that, it only went up until, I I think the best month was like 4.5K.
That's solid, bro.
So like the decision in that moment that I had to take led to the 4.5K.
Exactly. Do you remember the phone call we had? Because I remember you asking me,
Yeah.
yo, bro, I might go back to my 9 to 5.
Mhm.
Do you remember the phone
I
call we had?
remember. You told me like, you were like, okay, what would you rather have? Work your ass off in a van every day lifting heavy boxes, or just grab this opportunity and make like 3 to 5K from your laptop? Maybe not immediately, but after a couple of months.
Mm.
And of course, you linked it to all my goals I wanted to achieve. So I think that was a really necessary for me.
Yeah,
That's why you're my coach, right?
100%. Bro, do you know why I picked you for the offer at the time? Because I was managing it.
I'm not sure why you picked me. Like, of course, you're my coach and I was your student, but I'm not sure why you specifically picked me at that time.
Bro, you just broke it down. Like, you have been working 10 hours a day with minimal results on offers that didn't perform like you wanted to. And you still kept it going after like 5 months. And that is something not a lot of people have. Like, a lot of people, they already give up after 2 months of not seeing results.
Yeah,
But the ones that stay and the ones that stay consistent, no matter the results, they are the ones that will perform on the highest level at the end of the day. Because
That's
we're
true.
all getting setbacks, right?
Exactly.
After I onboarded you on that offer, what happened then? Because you went in, you made crazy progress there.
Yeah, I think my skill level at the time when I hopped on a new offer was, I mean, it was, for me, it was kind of whack because my previous offers didn't teach me a lot because, the bar was really low and the coaching wasn't that good at all that I got from the business owners.
Yeah.
So of course it's just the environment shift was insane because I have been working for 6 months at all these offers alone as the one setter. So there's no one around me to like, motivate me or even like challenge me to be the best. I was the only one.
Yeah.
And then I came at the offer that you got me on, and there were like 7 other setters. We immediately went into the boot camps, and I was like, oh shit, this is way more serious. All these guys, they wanted to perform, and you could see that on them. And then I think in maybe like a couple of weeks, I became one of the top setters, and all the other setters got kicked out.
Yeah.
I think we stayed with like 3 left, and then I think I've been setting there for like half a year after I left.
Yeah.
But all those months, like 6 months, I think I was like the top 2 setters
Yeah.
at the offer. So
Good
it's
shit.
insane how much that offer helped me in my sales journey and teaching me also a lot of new skills.
That's good. What would you say the top skills you've learned, not just on that offer, but throughout the whole setting journey, throughout the whole
The most
last
important
year?
skills,
Yeah.
I think it's really, having the mindset of helping people, not selling things. Because when you look at a lot of sellers, they are focused on the money and selling things, and they rush their conversations because they want the paycheck.
Yeah.
But if you stay calm and collected and you're like, okay, I'm gonna help this person the best I can, then the conversation is gonna be way better for the other person as well, because you're gonna make them feel you're there to help and not to sell something, because no one likes to be sold. So I think that is one of the most important things that a lot of sellers forget, that you're there to help. And I think another skill I learned is just to really act like a detective and scan the whole conversation, because a lot of offers give you scripts, and of course scripts are nice when when you're new, when you don't know anything, but scripts really never do work all the time, because there's so much variety in all the conversations, so much different people, different personalities. And if you can master the skill to adapt yourself to every lead, then you become an insane seller, like top 1%.
100%. 100%. That's very well said, because a lot of people there, like you said, you can give any person a framework. Like, you can give a 10-year-old a framework and they could be an appointment setter, but they won't be a good appointment setter.
Yeah.
Because they don't understand psychology. I also wonder, because like obviously the skills you learn, they help you with appointment setting, but does that also impact your personal life?
I think it does. I think this whole journey gave me way more confidence in general. And I gotta admit, before I went into sales, I was kind of a shy guy. I didn't really go out a lot of times, and I didn't really talk to a lot of random people as well. And now I don't feel uncomfortable at all talking to random people. It's just, it comes really natural now.
Yeah.
But I think it really changed me as a person as well. Like even the small things, like let's say you gotta call someone and you're a bit anxious because you don't you think you're not good at the phone, but now I flow through it.
Yeah, right?
That I think that's like a massive change for me, and it's a good change.
That's 100%. Do you know, because this is like, obviously we've went through a lot of trainings and stuff like that, but how do you feel like the coaching itself impacted all of that?
Like my life or the
Yeah, I would
setting
say
skills?
the setting skills and how you implement that in personal life as well.
Well, I think the coaching was really good because I learned from someone who has been in the field for almost 3 years, and of course you were also a top 1% setter. Making, like when you were setting, I think you were making like 5 to 8K already.
Yeah.
So I learned from the best, and I think the thing is, when you have a coach, it's just someone looking over your shoulder and motivating you when you make the wrong choices or when you're about to make a wrong choice. Your coach is there to help you, prevent them. Because of course you can learn everything on your own, but you will make way more mistakes, which is not, it's not wrong to make mistakes, but a lot of small mistakes, you can prevent them with just someone looking with you over your shoulder.
Yeah.
Like the same, with every other, also with sports, it's the same. If you have like a sports coach, you can prevent a lot of simple mistakes that cost you time or money or both.
Injuries
as well.
Yeah, 100%. I agree. No, it's good to hear because I also see the massive difference. Like the first time we talked, I still have the picture on my laptop when we when you got onboarded.
Yeah.
And you were still like a bit hesitant, a bit shy, and now, we were just making a video with the camera guy that you never met, and it was like you were best friends.
Yeah, really chill dude as well.
Yeah, 100%.
Like,
he's a G. Yeah.
Yeah, I think in the beginning I was skeptical as fuck.
Yeah.
It was insane. And then, you told me just do it. It's gonna be really awkward in the beginning, but every training get easier, and yeah, it did get easier. Like after a couple of training, it's just like your everyday routine. It doesn't feel weird anymore. But a lot of people give up in the weird phase already too early.
Yeah. I was about to ask, what do you feel like? Because you've been doing this for a year now, and a lot of people don't even get to that point. Because I've seen so many people fall off after a few weeks or a month. What do you feel like is the difference between someone that actually succeeds and makes money and someone that does not?
I think the most important thing is to realize that every step you take that is uncomfortable or doesn't feel right will get you results on the long run. It won't give you the quick dopamine that you're looking for, the dopamine you get off TikTok or, when you play a video game.
Yeah.
So for a lot of people, it's really hard to keep on going because they're so addicted to quick results, quick reward.
Yep.
And I think that's with a lot of people, not even in our coaching space, but just in everything with life. A lot of people are so addicted to the quick reward that so much people can't do a certain task for a long period of time without seeing any results. I think the gym is a really good example. If someone is really jacked, then okay, they already have some sort of discipline and they know they need to play for the long run.
Yeah.
So I think people like that can also roll easier into sales because they already have the form of discipline.
Why do you think that because there's a lot of jacked people that don't take uncomfortable decisions, that don't have the success they want? Why do you think that is?
Well, let's say someone started working out in the gym and then, they like it and they get more jacked and more jacked. Like after a period, they become comfortable with the spot they're at. Like let's say they're super jacked already.
Yeah.
Then they don't see any need to make more changes, more uncomfortable changes, because they already like where they're at.
Yeah.
So if they had the same drive that they had in the beginning when they were super skinny, they would even grow further. But yeah, they're, how do you call it? Like they just stay in the comfort zone because it's too comfortable.
Yeah.
And if you're super jacked, like if that's where you want to stay, so be it. But in business, if you have that mindset, you're not gonna make it. Because like I mean, you could stop at 5K, but what's the fun in that, right?
Exactly. No, 100%. Because what's for you the goal, man? Because now we hit a certain benchmark, we hit a certain goal. What's going to be the next steps for you?
Well, the next step, I mean, like money-wise or just life-wise, what I want to do.
Yeah, I would say money and life. Where do you see
Well,
yourself?
money-wise, it's got to be hitting that first 10K a month, right?
100%.
Like I see so many
Consider it
people do
done.
it with so much different businesses. So there's a lot of opportunities. You just got to do it.
Yep.
And I think what I want to do actually doesn't have a lot to do with sales. But I want to keep doing sales, of course, because it's just such a good skill for almost everything.
Yeah.
But I want to go into real estate in my mother's home country, in Thailand.
Nice.
I want to go there with my girlfriend. And yeah, we'll start with our first Airbnb. And then from there on, we'll just keep on growing, you know. Next, we get 2 Airbnbs, 3 Airbnbs. And I could even see ourselves getting a hotel down the line.
Let's go.
And even there, sales could be, could be a convenience for me. Yeah, I got to deal with all the real estate agents in Thailand because they're gonna want to get the best deal out of me, and I want to get the best deal out of them.
Yeah.
Even there, the sales is the best skill you can have.
Yep. Now you can get a better deal in
Yeah.
Thailand. 100%.
I only got to learn Thai, but I will get the better deal.
Hey, you're partly Thai. You'll manage.
Yeah.
You'll manage.
I'll
Easily.
manage. I can do a bit of Thai, but not a lot.
Kap kun kap.
Yeah, cup.
Nice. Yeah, because you already went to Thailand and you even did sales there.
Yeah.
Right? You just worked.
Yeah, I went like almost 2 months to Thailand, and
How was that?
It was amazing.
Nice.
It was amazing. I gotta say, Thailand has a lot of distractions, you know. A lot
You
of
need to
good,
stay
good
lucky.
food, a lot of booze, you know, a lot of parties. But I tried my best to don't get distracted while working. And I think the first month in Thailand, I made 4K commissions, and the second month was a bit less because I got a little bit distracted by my family. I mean, I gotta be real. I have all my family there, and they're all like, all day they're like, yeah, come drink with us, come sit at the pool, you know, let's go barbecue and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But the second month, I still made 3K. So
I think it's all about, at the end of the day, it's all about getting back to your routine, right? If you
Yeah.
go on a vacation for a month or 2 weeks after grinding for a full year, then like you gotta treat yourself.
exactly.
Otherwise, you stay in this loop of
Yeah.
hustle and grind, and that's good. But you also gotta treat yourself.
I mean, the fact that it's possible to even make 3 to 4K while on vacation, spending time with my family in Thailand and enjoying the country is insane to me.
Yeah, right. Did you think that was possible 3 years ago? Do you think you would be doing that?
No,
No.
no. Before I went into sales, I didn't think it was possible. And even in the beginning, in my first month of sales, I was questioning if it was possible because I was making such less money, you know.
Are you happy you stayed consistent?
Yeah, of course. I mean, how can I be happy? You know, I get to enjoy all the freedom while earning money. And I even had people say, "Oh well, you're not even making more than someone who works full time." You know, because some jobs full time, like some students also make like 3K
Yeah.
a month, but they're stuck at the office. Like if you like that, there's nothing wrong with it, of course. You know, if you're doing something that's fun, that's really important as well.
Yeah.
But I'd rather earn 2K a month being able to travel the whole world than earning 3K a month and only get like 1 or 2 vacations a year.
Yeah.
And even when I'm in the Netherlands at home, I still have the freedom to, choose when I want to go to the gym, when I want to go get some food. Like let's say at 10 o'clock, I wake up, I do some setting, and then I'm like, oh, I want to go to the gym. There's like no one holding me back, no boss saying, oh, you can't go.
Yeah, right?
Yeah, and I can even work from my phone, so I can be away from my house the whole day and still work with no problem.
Yeah.
So I think that's just insane for a lot of people to even realize that it's possible.
It is for some people, like it does require a massive level of dedication because a lot of people, they see that, they taste that freedom and then they give up, the work. And that's why also some people fall, because they get to, like, when they go to Thailand, they only go to parties and that kind of stuff. So how did you stay strong and still continue to do the work? Obviously, not thinking about that 1 month that you were with family, obviously, but for the rest.
Well, the month I was with family, I still made sure I kept in the hours, but
Yeah.
just a little bit less than the other month. But I think, yeah, like I didn't really have a strategy or secret. I just did it, and I also felt a responsibility for myself and for the owner I was working for. Like I couldn't let them down, because I was one of the best setters as well.
Yeah.
So yeah, to answer your question, I didn't really have a secret strategy, but I don't know. It was just really natural for me to do the work
Yeah.
without, skipping it and go doing some fun stuff. And I think it's also just a habit of the months before, because even when if I would skip work and go to the fun stuff straight away, I would probably feel really bad about myself.
Yeah.
So, that it's just a habit I learned from you, I think.
Let's go. It is because, yeah, you obviously you had a really good start because you're jacked as fuck. So, like,
Yeah, that was
the
already,
habit of staying consistent in the gym, for example, it reflects how you do business.
yeah.
That's why, for example, when I'm hiring setters and I see someone that's extremely fat,
Yeah.
I'm sorry, but that maybe it's a very disciplined person in business wise, but
good.
it gives a first impression to a manager of like, okay, well, he doesn't take his health very seriously.
Like, of course, you see some successful fat people, but I think those are exceptions. Like,
Yeah.
most successful people, they're not jacked. Like, not all successful people are jacked, but they do, keep their body in a good shape.
Yeah.
I
You
mean,
think that is?
they work out maybe like once or twice a week, and they just eat normal, good food.
Yeah.
So I think that really reflects in business, because everything you do in life is who you are in business as well.
Yeah. How you do one thing is how you do everything.
Exactly.
100%. With that being said, what would you say to someone that is either on the fence or skeptical to start this, or maybe even to appointment setters that are not seeing the results they want to see yet?
I think we gotta, divide those two into separate sections. But to someone who's skeptical about, starting any business online, I mean, even if you're young, it's always better. But even if you're not young, maybe you're in your 30s, just think to yourself, if you don't try it, you always gotta live with the feeling that
Yeah.
what if? And let's say you try it and it doesn't work out at all. At least you could have said to yourself, okay, I've tried it, it didn't work. And if you want to, you can go back to, a normal job.
Yeah.
That's I think that's just the biggest piece of advice, man. Just try it. What do you have to lose? Life has no meaning. You can do anything you want. So why not just try it?
You can always, what's the worst that can happen?
The worst thing that can happen is that you go back to how things were,
Right? Exactly. A lot of people are so scared. Oh, what if
Yeah.
it goes wrong? Well, what if it goes wrong? You just go back to what you were already doing before.
I mean, especially with sales, you can essentially start with not investing a single dime. Of course, I got a coach to speed up my learning process, but you did it without a coach in the beginning, right?
Yeah, at the beginning.
And I think it was way harder. It took you longer time,
Yeah.
but you still got there.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I think sales is just the perfect way to start something online as a business owner without having huge risk. Like even with sales, it has the least risk of everything you can do online. Like let's say you start with e-com, you gotta pump a lot of money in ad spend, and if you don't know what you're doing, you lose it all. But with sales, the only cost you have is maybe a coach, but other than that, it's completely free.
Yeah.
You can find any knowledge online.
Yeah. You don't have, yeah, like you said, you don't have to put money in ads, 100%. And with that being said, what would you have to say to someone that is maybe already doing appointment setting, but they're not seeing the results yet that they want to see, but they have bigger goals?
Yeah. So I think it really depends on, where they at, what they're doing already. Of course, don't give up, keep on going. But if you still don't see the results you want, you gotta reflect on yourself. Look at your process, look at your environment as well, look at your offer. If you have a coach, of course, asking for help. And if your coach doesn't give the right advice, then maybe get a new coach.
Yeah.
And let's say, you've done all the work yourself and you're like 4 months in at the offer, but you're still making like 500 euros a month. Having a coach can be such a massive boost in your skills, in your mindset, in everything.
Yeah.
People underestimate how much a coach can help you. Why do you think, all pro players in every sport have a coach? Even every CEO in businesses, in big business like Apple or Microsoft, they all have someone who is coaching them or like an advisor. Everyone has someone that's helping them because you can't do anything yourself. And other people around you, they see stuff that you miss. They see mistakes that you miss. They see bad habits that you overlook. So a lot of people underestimate the power of having the right coach.
It's well said. That's good. Well, bro, I think we mentioned a lot we wanted to talk about. Bro, I want to wish you the best of luck, man. You're going to absolutely smash it. And bro, we're going to meet in Thailand as well very soon. When are you going back?
December.
I'll be there. I'll literally be in Bali.
Bro, you can stay my first Airbnb, man.
Bro,
and later on when
when
I get a hotel, I'm like, hey, Luke, I get the best suite in the house for you.
Oh, bro, I'll literally be there the next day, bro.
Yeah.
Let's go.
It's gonna be massive.
Let's go.
It's gonna be massive.